Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. The devil understood the elder apostles, the bishops, and elders of GMS who were well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Aina. The title of the video is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. And basically, I was, going over this Russian news agency media outlet, right? A website or whatever. And I found this information here regarding the war that's happening in Ukraine, right? And all this goes into is, there shall be no peace and safety. I'll grab that one real quick. And of course, Habakkuk, that'd be it. Just uh, throwing it out there, or this out there. This is First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So there is no escaping, the current situations or conflicts that's happening in the world. The Most High Yahweh Bashim Shah is mustering the host to the battle, right? He's stirring up all nations, and getting ready for what is World War III. So this says territories Zelensky mentions in interviews are needed by NATO. All right, Russian MFA. So it says according to Maria Zakharova, right, these allies are working tirelessly to obstruct the peace process in Ukraine. It says Russian Foreign Minister spokeswoman Maria Zakharova has stated, right, and this is her right here. If anybody, this is kind of like your Caroline Levitt or whatever her name is, the person that speaks for Trump, right? This is kind of like that with this lady right here. It says, so she has stated that the territories of Vladimir Zelensky mentioned in interviews are actually of strategic interest to Britain and other NATO members. According to her, these allies are working tirelessly to obstruct the peace process in Ukraine. I'll grab this one too, since I'm thinking about it. This Isaiah 47 and I just did 12. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Since thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels, let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Right, and that's exactly what they're trying to do, with this land here. She said needed land. It said the territory of Vladimir Zelensky mentioned in interviews are actually of strategic interest to Britain and other NATO members. According to her, these allies are working tirelessly to obstruct the peace process in Ukraine. Zelensky is telling the world, be it U.S. President Donald Trump, the United Nations, or interview audiences, that he refuses to consider any settlement options that do not involve regaining Ukraine's lost territories. Yeah, and just recently, Trump has flipped the script again, and now he's aligning with Zelensky about these territories that are lost. At one point, he said that that Ukraine will basically have to give up some land, and now he's saying that he believes Ukraine can take back the land. So it's a double-minded man. Says that he refuses to consider any settlement options that do not involve regaining Ukraine's lost territories. All right. We just call her Maria, right? It's Maria. It says Maria wrote on her Telegram channel, in reality, these territories are not valued by the Ukrainian people. The only ones eager to lay claim to them are Britain and other NATO members, which explain their persistent efforts, just as in 2022, to sabotage peace initiatives. She emphasized that Zelensky's silence regarding the residents of these territories is not surprising. He treats people like mere statistics, Maria observed. It says, what's truly revealing, she pointed out, is the question who actually needs these territories in Ukraine. If they were genuinely vital, hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians would be fleeing, wouldn't be fleeing abroad to seek benefits. Instead, they would be risking their lives fighting on the front lines for these assets. Says the population remaining in Ukraine does not care for the so-called territories. Their real desire is to see the self-styled man catchers, those who send them to fight, kick the bucket. So she's going to a lot here to be, mentioning the fact that the Palestinians are fighting on the front line for their land, um, while these Ukrainians are getting dragged into the war. You know, basically, it says, fighting for what's your own requires more than lounging on the couch and hiding behind skirts, right? So they're knowing that NATO, these EU members are trying to take this land and it's valuable to them. And that's why I brought Habakkuk 2 and 6. We're gonna get it from the top. Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he shall say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh watched me also answer me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though tarry wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry. Right, so we're carrying the correct message, right, of the scriptures, the prophecies, to the whole elect, right, through many things being on the street corners and also, the www dot, right. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not right in him, the wicked, right, but the just shall live by his faith, the elect. It says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, his laws, right, policies, right. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people, right? It's talking about the wicked. It says, shall not these take reproval against him? So the other people that he's trying to conquer, shall not all these take reproval against him, and they talk to be proverb against him and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long, and to him that lays himself with thick clay. This thick clay goes to the word Ibatya, which is debt, right? Which America has a lot of that, and they're still trying to go out and conquer more lands that basically they probably can't afford. So hey, just a quick hit on that. I've seen that this article here. Through the spirit, Shalom to the elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.